What are you upset about?
My cousin. So my cousin had passed away, and I just need her. That's why I moved back. Cause I don't got no one. I just want my mom.
Why does that have to? What? Okay.
Months later, when I'm in the south, when I can't get out.
Yep, you'll get out.
My phone.
Yeah, very skinny. That's gonna have to be
the last one. Hang on. Okay. All right, Sydney, we're gonna go over here.
Would you search her for us? Yeah. We're gonna stay live for the vehicle search, and we'll be off.
I have my cousin's gun on me.
Pardon me?
I have my cousin's gun on me.
Stop. Don't reach.
Officers stopped a vehicle in Florida for an unreadable license plate. What unfolded was an 18-minute encounter involving cannabis impairment, a driver with no valid license, and a concealed firearm that was not disclosed until a pat-down was already underway. What requires analysis here is not the sequence of those events, but the legal framework that governed every decision made at each stage. The initial stop rests on solid constitutional ground. Delaware versus Prowse, 1979, requires nothing more than reasonable articulable suspicion of a traffic violation. An expired or unreadable plate satisfies that threshold under Florida Statute Section 316-605. The investigation expands when officers independently observe slurred speech and detect burnt cannabis. Two observations that, standing alone and before any admissions are made, establish reasonable suspicion of DUI under Florida Statute Section 316-193.
Damn, people are like getting on the fucking brakes, man. Jesus. God. Even the car behind me about ran into me. Hello, driver. This stop's audio and video recorded. Okay, you've been stopped for a license plate. I can't understand what your plate's reading there.
Alright, so I just drove from Miranda. So I've been trying to get my car registered and insured, but I'm going to my mom's house. She's supposed to be doing it.
Okay, all right.
Because I couldn't register and insure it because the paper was signed wrong. But I'm going. She got my.
So
paper.
that tag's expired, right? That's on the back of the car.
I just found that out just yesterday.
Okay, all right. You have a driver's license?
I don't have it on me, but I know my driver's license.
Why don't you have your license on you?
I forgot it. All my stuff is in my mom's car. I'm meeting her right now.
Okay.
You want me to call her?
No, what I want you to do is write your information down here for me. I need your Florida driver's license information. Do you have a Florida driver's license?
I'm from Rhode Island.
Have you ever had a Florida driver's license?
No, I just moved down here.
Give me your name, date of birth, and your current address. Hey, go ahead and call it out for me, would you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to read that tag or not.
Tango 15, 1050.
I just been going through a lot.
I understand.
I'm moving, yeah, my family, and when I moved down here, my family's moving also.
Okay.
So, the fact that they move in, the fact that the fact that I moved down here and we moving up, and then the fact that I moved down here, I called them when they're moving too.
Okay, I understand completely, do you?
And I'm still like, I'm sorry,
You're fine.
I'm sorry. Do you want my license number and keys?
Your license number? Yes, ma'am. That would be very helpful.
Should be like that.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 21.
You look very young.
Yeah, thank you. It's the Asian in me.
So, it's a Rhode Island, is that right?
Yes. So I'm just.
Sydney, how do you say your last name?
I'm just gonna. Yeah, my mom said that she was helping me. Like, we tried to register it yesterday at the
Yeah.
meeting, but she said that they said that the person that sold me the car didn't sign in the right area, so we had to fix it. And I forgot the car. I forgot the paperwork in my car.
We'll figure it all out, but you got to give me a minute, okay?
Right.
Do you have any paperwork for this car inside this car?
No, it's in my mom's car.
No paperwork for the license plate?
No, can I get the picture from her? It's in her car because I tried to register my car yesterday.
No, that's okay. What I'm going to have you do is set your phone down and come on out over here and stand with the officer on the curb, okay? While I figure out this car, okay? You just leave your phone in the car.
Can I call my mom?
No, ma'am. There's no reason to call your mom. If we need it in a minute, we'll get the phone for you. Just stay with these officers right here.
Come over here. Just somewhere out on the street, all right?
Just come to that window. I'm live and I'm going to stay live, but she looks like she's got impairment and you can smell the burnt cannabis in the car.
Yeah, there's a bunch of.
So she's actively driving a smoke. Oh, there's some in there?
It's It's old, like.
Okay,
roaches,
yeah, that's
but-
fine. She's been active smoking with us now, right before she got in the car, but she's slurred speech. She got several things going.
Okay.
What's she bawling now?
Yep.
Hey, Sydney, can you stand up for me? Stand up so we can talk, okay? Let's step on over here in the shade. What are you upset about?
My cousin. So my cousin had passed away, and I just need her. That's why I moved back. Cause I don't got no
Okay.
one. I just want my mom.
Why does that have to, why, okay, well, your mom's not in your car when you were driving, right? So there's not a problem with you being out.
It's not, but I just I'm not from here. I don't like being alone.
And I'm going to work, if you're worried about that license plate, we're going to figure that out. That's not going to be a huge deal.
please.
Let me tell you why I have officers here, okay?
Yeah.
In just a few seconds, I'm going to do a roadside evaluation to see if you've operated a vehicle while in a state of impairment off of the cannabis that you've been smoking. You can't operate a vehicle in Florida after you've consumed, ingested, or whatever controlled substances.
When I leave, like how I just walked out.
So we'll
I
talk
just
about
left,
all that.
I just left my mom. Like literally, I just left
Okay.
her.
And
And
what-
like in the parking lot, and then she told me to go drive the car and drop it off, and that's it.
Okay, and we'll figure that out.
She said she was gonna meet me. I just
Okay.
want my mom, please.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got to do this first, okay? Let's step away from this tree so I don't have this in my face. Here we go. Turn around and face me now. You're 21 years old. You're an adult. You know, there's some things that you're going to have to figure out on your own in your life, and this is one of them, it looks like, okay? Just because you and I are talking doesn't mean you're in any trouble at all right? It just means you and I are going to have a conversation. I'm going to evaluate you to see, you've obviously been smoking some marijuana, okay?
Yeah, I left it at the house.
So, do you have a medical marijuana card?
No, I smoked at the house with my brother.
So,
My mom was there.
when you smoke or when you drink alcohol or anything that is intoxicating, okay, you can't operate the vehicle.
No,
when that
yeah, but I was
intoxication
parked
gets
when I
to,
smoked.
huh?
I was parked when I smoked.
But immediately after
like
you're
I
driving.
can't. Yeah, I can't.
It's like
Oh, so
drinking
I'm not-
6 beers. It's like drinking 6 beers, waiting 20 minutes, and getting your car and driving. You didn't drink and drive at the same time, but you did after you had the intoxicating substance. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So you and I are going to have a little evaluation going here. Doesn't mean you're in any trouble, though. All right. Part of that evaluation is I need to read to you what's called your Miranda warning. It doesn't mean you're going to jail. Have you ever heard your Miranda rights? You have the right to remain silent type thing? You ever heard that? It doesn't mean you're going to jail when you hear this. It means I want to ask you a specific question when I'm done. Okay. If you'll listen closely to me, you have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Okay. You listening? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand the rights? I read them to you.
Yes.
And having that in mind, are you willing to talk to me now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. It's going to be real simple. I'm not going to trick you, okay? I'm going to ask you some questions. I expect an honest response. Don't lie to me. I would
I
rather
won't
you not
lie.
answer than to lie, okay? So you already told me that you smoked a little bit of marijuana before you drove. About how long ago was that?
Probably like 30 minutes ago.
Okay. And you do not have a medical marijuana card.
No.
About how much marijuana do you have in the joint, we'll call it, that you smoke?
I only had a gram in the joint that I smoked.
1 gram.
Yeah.
Okay. About an hour ago, 1 gram.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 1 gram.
Are you a diabetic?
No. But I am anemic.
Pardon me?
I'm only an anemic.
Okay. You don't have epileptic seizures? Do you see a doctor weekly or monthly?
No.
Okay.
My mom.
Are you prescribed any medications?
No.
Just what?
No, I'm
No?
not.
Okay.
The last thing I took was antibiotics, but I don't take them anymore.
Okay. That was a while ago. Okay. And then you're, based on what you're telling me, then you have pretty good health. Is that right?
Yeah, I used to pass out a lot, but I don't pass out no more.
Was that from anemia, being anemic?
Yes.
Okay. I noticed that you've walked without a cane, you've walked without crutches, you don't have a handicap placard in your car, so there you don't have any physical defects that keep you from simply walking, turning, or doing motion. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I do have, like, my tailbone's broken. I was supposed to go get checked
Your
out.
tailbone?
Yeah, and I was supposed to go get checked out, but I never went, and I was like...
How do you know the tailbone's broken?
Because I went to the hospital.
Okay.
So,
and
like-
how long ago was that?
They told me I had chronic pain. It was in Atlanta, like, this year. And
So it's been a while.
March, yeah.
Is that why you smoke marijuana, for the chronic pain?
Yeah, and it helps me, like, sleep and stuff. Like, it helps me get through the night.
If you smoke it for chronic pain, why don't you go get a medical marijuana card?
I just haven't had a chance to go back up north in Rhode Island from where I'm from.
We can get
'cause
one here?
I
Okay.
just came back from Georgia.
Yeah, if you're
So-
living here, you can get one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
that's something maybe you can work on later, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, are you feeling sick?
No.
You feel injured right now?
No.
Okay. I know what you're telling me about your tailbone. I believe you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't prohibit you from doing simple movements. You were
Yeah.
sitting on it without any special
Yeah, I know,
cushion,
I'm sorry.
or you have no
No,
cast.
I have a donut, but I just don't use it.
But it's not in that
Yeah.
car right now.
I bought it from a pharmacy, but it's not
Yeah.
prescribed.
But you're not using it right now.
No.
So it's not something that you're dependent on. It's something maybe that gives you a little more comfort, but it's not
Yeah,
something you're
it's-
dependent.
yes.
Okay. All right. And again, I've seen you walk over here. I've seen you even sit down on the ground and get up on your own.
Yeah.
So there's no problem there. Okay. Would you take off your glasses for me?
I can't.
Yeah, just take them off. Okay. Take them all the way up. Just put them in your pocket. You're not going to have to read anything. All right. See the tip of this ink pen?
Yeah.
Follow the tip of that ink pen with your eyes. All right. Do not move your head. Do you understand? Here we go. Doing fine. Doing fine. Open up the eyes. Open them up. There we go. Don't move the head. All right, open up the eyes. Don't move your head. Open up the eyes for me. I'm just going to show him something.
Am I done yet?
You're
please?
doing fine. You're doing fine. Okay. Let's open your eyes up. Open your eyes. There you go. Follow the pen straight up. Do not move your head. This time I'm going to go around your head. I'll bring the ink pen towards your nose, but I will not touch you. Okay? Understand? All right. Open up your eyes. I'm not going to touch you with the pen. See that? Your eyes aren't. Yeah. Okay. Just fine. What I was showing him was your eyes are showing things. People that smoke cannabis regularly, there's certain things their eyes do that a person that doesn't smoke cannabis their eyes won't do. So, do you smoke probably about a gram a day then?
Yeah, I don't smoke a lot. I don't. I really don't.
How many times a week do you think you smoke?
Probably like 3 or 4 times.
3, 4 times,
Yeah,
and
when I like feel like I want to, like, or need it for like when I need to go to sleep and I have trouble sleeping.
okay, all right. So about 3 or 4 times a week at a gram a piece. Okay. No other medications?
No. Am I getting a ticket?
You what?
Am I getting?
We haven't got anywhere near that yet. Okay, we're still doing this interview here. This is going to take a couple more minutes, and then we'll be done, and we'll decide what's going to have to happen there. All right. Where's the marijuana at in your vehicle right now?
And I don't have none.
Don't go get it, but you what? Would you
I have like a roach.
Okay.
It's in the middle.
in the console?
No, in the cup holder.
Okay, in the middle there's a burnt roach,
Yeah.
which means that you were smoking marijuana.
No, that was I told you I was just at my house.
Whose burnt marijuana is that one?
That was what we were smoking.
So you smoked it and then
In
brought
the car.
it with you?
Yeah. No, we parked and smoked, and then I just
In the car?
Yeah, and then my brother got out, and I just left.
Okay, so you smoked it when you were sitting
Yeah,
in the
my
car.
brother. Yeah, my brother came in and.
Is that in front of your house?
Yeah.
What is your house address?
I'm staying at my mom's house.
Okay, so you sat there with your brother and smoked in front of the house in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, about an hour ago. Is there any marijuana in your coat right now?
No, you can check it. It's
Okay.
just empty.
Yeah, we might do that in a minute. I'm not too concerned about that. We have a couple more things we're going to do. These officers are going to stand with you while I do some things. I'll come back and we'll keep moving, okay?
All right.
All right.
Miranda is administered before the DRE interview begins, and that sequencing is not incidental. It is legally essential. Miranda versus Arizona, 1966, mandates that a suspect in custody be advised of their Fifth Amendment protections before interrogation. Once that waiver is given affirmatively and without coercion, every statement that follows is clean evidence. The drug recognition expert evaluation that comes next is a 12-step NHTSA-endorsed protocol built specifically to document controlled substance impairment, not alcohol. This is a certified clinical examination, not a field judgment call. 3 standardized tests are administered: horizontal gaze nystagmus, walk and turn, and one-leg stand. NHTSA research puts HGN accuracy at 77% for impairment detection at 4 or more clues. Walk and turn reaches 68% at 2 clues. One leg stand, 65. The subject's disclosed tailbone injury is acknowledged on camera before the balance-dependent tests begin. Deliberate documentation that neutralizes the standard defense argument that physical limitation, not drug impairment, caused the observed test failures.
My little brother, I need to call my mom to get him. Can I just call her?
So,
Not yet, but I mean, we have...
yeah, give me a moment.
I'm allowed to use my phone, they said.
Who told you that?
That's what, like, the law is, right? They
No,
said that
not at all.
to
That's
record and stuff.
nowhere near the law, no.
But I need to call my brother is going to be stuck there.
How old's your brother?
He's, like, 14, 15.
Okay, where's he stuck at? At school, right up here. That's where he's going to get him?
On the way there, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the way home.
Yeah, he's at that age, he'll be fine waiting on you. He has a phone of his own, is that right? So he can give her a call if you don't show up. I'll be right back.
Hang on.
Are you okay? Are you okay to stay with us? Okay. We'll talk about what we're getting ready to do. It's real simple.
I just don't got a bra on. That's why I have
The coat, that's fine. I know, I'm running too,
Go ahead.
but I can't do this, right? You have to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So I was gonna say how I'd like to
We're just going to walk through this to see it.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll talk about what our plans are tomorrow after this. Actually, hey, if you want to do the HGN all over, if you want to start from there, you can go.
Yeah, just do the FSTs.
Do the what?
Do the whole FSTs.
Yeah, if you want to start the HGN all over again, you heard the interview. You don't have to do that over.
Yeah.
You can do the HGN and move right into the other two if you want. If you don't, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah, let me try it.
Yeah, that shouldn't be no problem.
Not a big deal.
No, we're just gonna record off cameras. Yeah, I know I could, but
Go ahead, take your sunglasses off.
I'm not too worried about that.
Just focus on me, okay? Alright, see the tip of this pen? Alright, what color is that?
She's a heavy cannabis smoker.
Just go ahead and focus on here.
I got a funny story for you later.
Pardon me?
Said I have a funny story for you.
Yeah, don't tell me on camera. So. You're always good for a story.
Doesn't really matter, but it might be helpful to just keep them on.
She wants to sit
It's not
down.
really that sunny right now.
It's not my sunglasses, it's my prescription.
Your prescription? Okay, you can keep them on then. Okay, if you want to come over here, we're gonna start the second test.
So I have to walk on that line?
Yeah.
Hey, the one thing I would offer to do is if she wants to remove the shoes and do it in her socks, she can.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Left foot in the center of the line. Hang on, really finish instructions. You're gonna go put your right foot, right heel to your left foot's toes, like this, in front of the line. Your arms are gonna be down at your sides. Yep, just like that. And you're gonna watch where you go. Don't move until I tell you to start the test, okay? Do you understand? You understand? Okay. When I tell you to begin, you're gonna make 9 heel to toe steps. Understand? Okay, you can begin the test.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Continue the test, just like I demonstrated. Just like I demonstrated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, you can relax. It's gonna be the one-legged stand. You understand? Yeah. Okay, so come over here.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
you to stop. Yes, ma'am.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
You can stop. So, for right now. All right. We're gonna place you under arrest for suspected DUI. Okay. Yep. Just right now. All right. We'll explain more what's going on.
Yeah, you're under arrest for operating a vehicle
facing that
intoxicated,
way.
ma'am. That's the
Just relax.
intoxicant we believe to be cannabis.
Can you call my mom?
We will take care of that.
Listen, I'm gonna double lock these so they don't tighten up on you. All right.
Can you call my mom?
Yep. We will.
Call my mom.
Tango 15, we're 10
Call my
15. We will. We'll take care of it.
mom. Call my mommy.
All right. You're fine. You're 21. You're an adult.
Very skinny.
Please call my mom.
We'll bring the phone with you. You'll get that opportunity, okay?
Please call my mom. Mom!
Yeah, I'm gonna tighten this one just a little more.
Please call my mom.
Sydney, relax. Relax.
Please call my mommy. Please.
Okay, you'll have the opportunity to do that later, okay?
When later, when I'm in the cell, when I can't get out.
Yep, you'll get out.
Myself.
Yeah, very skinny. That's gonna have to
The
be
last one. Hang on. Okay. All right, Sydney, we're gonna go
Would
over
you
here.
search her for us? Yeah.
Have anything
We're gonna stay live for the vehicle search, and we'll be off.
I have my cousin's gun on me.
Pardon me?
I have my cousin's gun on
Stop.
me.
Stop. Don't reach.
Look at a gun. Yep.
Wow, man.
Let go of it! Let go of it! Let go!
Let go.
Let go.
Let go of the gun!
I got it.
I'm sorry, let go. Just take it out, please. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I'm traumatized.
We're calm. We're good.
I mean, I can't breathe.
Well, you don't grab it if you fire it or you shot
I mean,
somebody.
I'm sorry. I was gonna hand it to you. I'm sorry, sir. This is my cousin's gun.
Okay,
His name is not
all
Tim.
right, we'll figure it out.
This is my ex-boyfriend's cousin. Can you call my mom?
No, you'll do that later. All right, let's finish the search.
Yep.
Get her a position we can.
Yep. Just make sure nothing else. Right?
My life is over. I didn't do nothing, I promise. I go to the gun range. I'm clean. You can search me, I promise, yo. I promise, yo, my dead cousin. I don't got nothing. I go to the gun range with my brother and my cousin. Oh, man. I might be pregnant, too. I don't know.
All right, is she searched?
Yeah,
Bring her up.
search
Go ahead and
me.
stand up.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll stand up.
Here we go.
Can you pick
Stand
up
up.
my glasses?
Stand up. Stand up.
You want me to take care of this?
Yeah. Let's finish the search and then.
Y'all got me. It's cool.
All right.
I don't got nothing. I promise I'm clean. I didn't shoot nobody.
All right, well, we
I
got to
go the
continue
gun
what we're
range.
doing. All right, we're
You can
good.
see the paper behind. I go to the gun range. I promise you. I
Okay,
do.
I understand. You got a gun permit on you?
No, but I go to the gun range. We
Okay,
are allowed
that's a
to.
concealed carry, but we can talk about that later.
I didn't know,
You're
I'm
comfortable with our
sorry.
search? All right.
They allow us to bring guns to the gun range, though.
Okay. It would have been nice if you'd have told us about it from the beginning.
You got a brown paper bag?
I probably don't, to be honest with you.
I got one in my trunk.
Yeah, go get it.
In my file folder, and like the second pocket, I got brown paper bags. Can you grab those out, please?
I wasn't worried about the gun until her hands got
That's
on
what I
it.
said.
Huh?
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about the gun until her hands got on
Right,
it, and then she
right.
wouldn't release
That's
it.
the thing.
But she's going to pull the trigger, you know. All right.
Was there
It's in
one?
the trunk.
Was there one in?
He's going to.
Was there one in there? There wasn't one in the chamber.
Good job. What's it with you and guns, man? No shit. You're fine. Don't bang your head. That's just being silly. It's not going to get you anywhere. Just relax.
Good thing I can't buy.
Huh?
I can't buy.
So you got gloves?
Yep.
Let's do a search incident to arrest.
Yep.
You'll do the passenger side. I'll do driver's side. We'll knock this out real
How many
quick.
did you grab? One or two?
Yeah. Center.
Yeah.
I don't think there might not be that.
Are you live on your camera?
Yep, I'm
All right. So if you find drugs, guns, whatever, get it good on camera first, and then we can recover it.
The DUI arrest stands on 3 independent pillars: direct officer observation, Miranda waived admissions, and physical evidence recovered from the vehicle. Each element alone is sufficient. Together, they establish clear probable cause under Florida Statute Section 316, 193. The search incident to arrest that follows is constitutionally authorized under Chimel versus California, 1969, requiring no additional warrant or justification beyond the lawful custodial arrest itself. The concealed firearm recovered during that search triggers an entirely separate charge. Under Florida Statute Section 790.01, subsection 2, carrying a concealed firearm without a valid license is a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in Florida state prison. The lead officer earns an A-. The stop was legally justified at every stage. Miranda was timed correctly. The DRE protocol ran in proper sequence with documented medical disclosures on camera. And during the firearm recovery, a moment of genuine close-range danger, the officers maintained physical control without resorting to excessive force. That is the standard, and they met it. The subject receives a D+. Cooperation during the evaluation and no physical resistance at arrest are genuine positives. They do not, however, erase what preceded them. Driving under cannabis impairment without a valid license, in an unregistered and uninsured vehicle with an expired tag, would already be a serious enforcement situation. Failing to disclose a concealed firearm for 18 minutes, and then physically gripping that firearm during a search incident to arrest, elevated this stop into felony territory. Florida law is indifferent to intent here. Possession of a concealed firearm without a license is a third-degree felony, regardless of ownership and regardless of whether the weapon was loaded. 2 lessons stand out clearly. First, if a firearm is present during any law enforcement contact, disclose it at the first opportunity, not during a search. The concealed carry charge alone is serious, but an undisclosed weapon found during a pat-down creates the legal and factual conditions for a use of force response far more severe than anything that occurred here. Second, a Miranda waiver is not a courtesy. It is a legal event. Once given, every answer becomes part of the prosecution's case. When the facts are already working against a person, the right to remain silent is the single most effective legal tool available. If there is a bodycam video or legal question to analyze, drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more legal breakdowns.